Hey everybody, this is a little bit of a special fan. This was one that I actually have been, it's sort of been on backlog for a while. I first saw it this week while I was on vacation, and I thought, I'll just contact the lady about it that day and see if I can't like have it reserved for when I come back. Well, she was really nice. She wasn't going to be there this weekend, so she had her husband drop it off to me because he was home. But yeah, they saved it for me. They reserved it, and now I have it. So it only took me about like a week or so to get it. But here it is in my collection on my testing mount. So this is a 1983 Casablanca Zephyr. It's very similar to the one that I got, the white and polished brass one that I got from the salvage store not too long ago. It's a little bit later than that one. This one has the later style nose that has the sort of like groove at the top. The other one has the same kind of nose that my Victorian has that's like flat on the top, and I'll show you that in a minute. But another difference that this one has is this one has all polished brass instead of white and polished brass, and you may notice the blades are different. This one has high gloss rosewood blades. Now this wouldn't have originally come with these blades. These blades are from a little bit later than the fan, but they are genuine Casablanca nonetheless, they're very pretty. I'm really happy to finally have a set of Casablanca rosewood. Actually, I already had a set of Casablanca rosewood. I completely forgot that the Meridian that I have came with a set of 5 rosewood blades, although I think they were shorter blades. Actually, no, they weren't, because this is a 52-inch fan, and the reason why it's 52 inches is because the blade arms are a little bit longer. On the other ones, the Meridian has, like, Delta 2 style blade arms, if I recall correctly, so they're the same size blades, but slightly shorter blade arms that make it a slightly smaller fan. So that's how Casablanca was able to get the different sizes. But anyway, this fan being from 1983, it does have SlumberQuiet, as you can see right there on the front of the nose, has the knob. And this one's SlumberQuiet actually functions. It actually works as intended. If you remember that white and polished brass one that I got, the SlumberQuiet didn't work. It was on high all the time. But this one's slumber does work, which is very uncommon to find. This is my 3rd fan that I have that has a working SlumberQuiet out of 4, which is not bad. Yeah, so it did come with a hang true. It's a recalled hang true, but it did come with a recall clip, which is kind of interesting. So the guy that had this fan, he actually told me that he spent $500 on it back in the day when he first bought it. And he actually has a few more Casablancas in his house that he's going to be replacing eventually. So he said he'd keep in touch with me when he replaces those, and if there's something I'm interested in, then I can go and pick them up. So yeah, might see more fans from this same house on this channel in the future. Also, the pull chain extension is a Casablanca pendant. It's not original. The original one that it came with was like a Harbor Breeze one, but obviously that's not original to the fan. It would originally come with a tassel, but I decided since I didn't have any more spare tassels, I just decided to put on a regular Casablanca pendant, and I think it looks really nice. So, yes, a K-55 motor inside. SlumberQuiet was always paired with K-55, not K-63. That was pre-SlumberQuiet. So, that being said, I guess let's go ahead and start the fan up. Oops, I think I just kicked the camera. Oh, it's fine. Alright, start the fan up. Make sure it's on high. And when I got it, it did make some pretty bad bearing noise, like the grinding, dry bearing noise. I did take it down and put some oil in the front bearing, but the top bearing was like still grinding. I couldn't get to the top bearing to oil it, so I just let it run for a while last night, and that seems to have quieted it down a bit. It still makes a little bit of the wet bearing noise, like the whirring, but there's no more grinding, dry bearing noise, which I'll take that as a success. But of course, we all know how Casablancas perform. They're all incredible air movers. And this one's no exception, obviously. There's a slight bit of wobble, but it's not really anything that bad. The blades are actually in pretty good clock. I think the flywheel's a little bent, which is what's causing it. Alright, I'm going to turn it down about 1/8 of a turn. It's like a medium high. Another 1/8 of a turn. Pretty much like a medium there. Yeah, I think the reason why this one's speed diminishes so fast is because of the bearings. Or it could be the SlumberQuiet starting to fail. Well, I don't think so. I think if the SlumberQuiet were to start to fail, it would just start going faster on the slower settings, like the white and polished brass Zephyr I have. So there we go. Alright. Now the dial is about halfway turned down. This is kind of like a medium low. And it is very quiet on the slower speeds. It's just on the I mean, even on the faster speeds, it doesn't have any motor noise. It's just the bearing noise. Another 1/8. Yeah, this is the thing that I love about SlumberQuiet is you can get some really, really nice slow aesthetic low speeds with Casablanca SlumberQuiet. Like they were tuned perfectly so that they would start up like just enough so that the motor wouldn't stall out on low, but like slow enough that it would keep spinning. Such a great system. I just wish it wasn't so temperamental and didn't fail all the time with bad resistors and transistors and things like that. It's too bad it didn't age very well. Okay, we're almost at low speed. One more 1/4 of a turn, or 1/8 of a turn. Let's see. Okay, now we are at low speed. Wait till it slows down a little more. I could just picture like a fancy banquet room or some dining room just with these all in like a line just spinning in a slow speed like this. Oh, that would be so cool. I can't figure out where I want to put this one. My dad wants to put it in the dining room, but my mom doesn't know how to work variable speed, so that's probably not going to happen. But I would like to put this one somewhere, because it is a really nice fan. So it's about as slow as it gets on low. Really nice aesthetic. Alright, going to turn it back up to high. Get up to speed. Alright, and spin down. This will be a test of those bearings. Oop. I hope my head wasn't in the way that whole time. I was kind of just sitting here in front of the camera. It was probably fine. Maybe these bearings are better than I thought they were. Because if I couldn't get them to quiet down, I was going to try and replace them, even though I'm still attempting to replace the bearings from that Verde San Marino. Okay. There we go. I actually didn't really see any kickback there. Yeah, these bearings are better than I thought they were. I might not replace them, honestly. They still seem pretty good. Just a little noisy, but not a huge deal. So, I'm going to flip it to reverse, turn the slumber down to low, and start it up. Reverse on low if it will start, hopefully. Oh yeah, it's starting. See what I mean? They tune it like just enough so that it doesn't stall out on low. Incredible. I love SlumberQuiet so much. This is probably going to take a little bit to start spinning a little faster. Not sure if that's as fast as it's supposed to be going, or still getting, I think that's about as fast as it's going to go. Okay. Turn it up an eighth of a turn or so. That's probably another eighth. Right, whoops. Another eighth. Yeah, I don't think this one's SlumberQuiet is actually on its way to failing. I think the slumber is just fine. I think that the speed issue is from the bearings, if anything. Although it seems to be acting just fine. So who knows? Alright. The dial is halfway up now. see how long we got now. Oh, we got 15 minutes. Okay. I'm going to speed this process up a bit. Another quarter or eighth of a turn. Another eighth. That's like a medium high. One more eighth for high speed. And there's high. And it looks like for once, the wobble is actually better in reverse than it is on forward. I think that is the first time that's ever happened. Oh my goodness. You know, I think it is a little bit better. I mean, there's still a little bit of wobble there, but not bad at all. Okay. Turn it off. Whoop. Oh, the blades were spinning the other way for a second there. All right. And now it's time for the up-close view. So here we are with these beautiful rosewood high gloss blades. These are just gorgeous. I love these. And the guy also gave me a set of brand new blades. He said, oh yeah, I'll give you a set of brand new blades with it. I thought he meant like Casablanca blades. Nope, they're just these cheap garbage Harbor Breeze things. He was like, yeah, you can use those instead if you want. But I was like, nope, I'll keep the rosewood genuine Casablanca ones on. But anyways, yeah, so here is the tag on the side here. Casablanca Fan Company. Zephyr. Whoops, focus, phone. And then serial number DR08577, what does that say? 08579, I think. So the date code is April of 1983, and I think it was the 8,579th fan made in so far, or something like that. I think this code is from before they did the day of the month and the number of fan made that day, so I think this still predates that system, so it's probably just like April 1983, not a specific day. But anyway, the flywheel, it's got the older style flywheel, like on my Panama there and on the Victorian that I have as well. The hang true up there, and then this one also has a spiral down rod again, just like the Panama, which is pretty interesting. Top end bell of the K-55 and the top plate. Yeah, beautiful polished brass finish. SlumberQuiet control, and then here's your three-way pull chain, which would be connected to a light kit if you had a light kit on it. And then the reverse switch, of course, is on this side. So, yeah, don't know if there's anything I left out about this one, but yeah, that is about it for this video. That is the Casablanca 1983 Zephyr with SlumberQuiet and high gloss rosewood blades. So as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.